Alright guys, I just wanted to do a video today. um, how we anticipated the SPY to go on a run today, how we played it, and how we also played some stocks today and anticipated them, and got in, on the weeklies on the dips and sold the rips. First off, if you play options, you know that playing weeklies with next day expiration, getting caught in some of this chop, you can really, it's hard to make money, and you really have to sit through pullbacks. Even if you get here, over here, the stock could be up from where you got in and you'll be down on your option, so you have to buy the dips and sell the rips, and buy the dips and then sell the rips. So I'm going to do a video on that. So we sold off on SPY yesterday, as you can see. So I had a feeling that we would probably have a green day today. Well, I told everybody, stuff started to spike out the gate. Not for long, just a couple little candles and not everything. But when we're playing the SPY and stuff like Apple, we'll keep a lookout on stuff like Google and Facebook, and everything was kind of spiking out the gate. I told everybody, don't chase it. It's probably what's gonna happen is, if we have a big day today and we want to have this market wants to have some legs, we're gonna spike up. We're gonna then sell off, find some support, and then make a run. And then once we start to put in lower highs, we can buy the dip when it comes back to test VWAP, and then sell the rips, and then just keep getting in and trading around the core, buying the dips, and then scaling out, into the push, and then keep buying the dips as it starts trending. And that's exactly what happened. I told everybody, I was like, if the SPY starts putting in higher lows, most likely what's going to happen is we're going to put in higher lows, and we can keep buying the dips. And for the first, I said for the first half of the day before the lunch hours, we probably won't, we'll run a little bit, like you can buy the dips, and we won't run big time and start spiking huge, but we'll kind of start consolidating a little bit. And then towards the end of the day, we can get in on some dips for a hopeful push, a big push towards end of the day. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, to a T. As soon as SPY started spiking and putting this lower high, and then also you had other stocks doing it too, like you come to Bob, stuff like Bob did it, it had pre-market highs, it came up, dipped down, came up, then dipped right back down and held those pre-market highs in that VWAP and ripped, and gave us a great entry right there off the VWAP as it held and ripped up. So a bunch of stocks started doing this same thing, right? Well, that gave us a bullish thesis a little bit, right? And I was buying Apple on all these dips right here, selling in, scaling out some, trading around my core, buying more, selling, buying more. I was doing this all day, all the way until this push up. And SPY, I didn't trade the SPY, but people were trading the SPY in the room. Well, then what happened is on our option scanner, let's see, on our option scanner, let's see, one second. So on our option scanner, we had a bunch of puts going off too, but for the main part is we started having a bunch of, you'll see, a bunch of bullish bets in SPY, big bullish bets in SPY. Let me go to SPY. Next day expirations too are like 2 weeks out, but a lot of them were like next day's expiration or a couple days out. So I mean, and then a lot of big ones, look, and they just keep going. 847,000. I mean, tons of big bets, and they just kept coming through all day. Then also on the dark pool prints, they just keep going down for days. And then also on the dark pool prints, and yesterday too, we were getting tons of them at the end of the day. Big bets. So that had us bullish on today. Seeing all these big bets come in, because it's important when you see these, next day expiration and 3 days away, that's 3 days to expiration, 1 day to expiration, and then all these bullish prints on the dark pool coming through, right? That really gives you, oh wait, you can't see that. Let me show you that. Why is it not doing it? I don't know what it's doing. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Okay, there it is. So tons of big bullish bets coming through on the dark pool prints. Look at all these hundreds and hundreds of million coming through on the dark pool prints, as well as all these bullish prints coming through. And this was happening all day yesterday too. So when you see that with these, only a couple days expiration, that means they're expecting a move now. They don't have time to wait. It expires in 2 days and time decay will kill them. So we knew we were expecting a move today. So when we saw this, this option scanner really gave us, this was the deciding factor that we needed to get in on this trade. Not only did we already expect it from yesterday's bullish activity on the option scanner and dark pool prints, but it's stuff started to kind of spike a little bit out the gate. It sold off, caught support, right? Sold off, caught support, right? And then it was off to the races. So when we saw that gave us, playing weeklies, you want to play weeklies, but sometimes it's hard to hold through that big move. So I told everybody, okay, this is how you have to play it. If you want to play the weeklies, you need to be buying on the dips and selling in the rips. So it enabled us to form a bullish, bias on the day. And once all these stocks started putting in higher lows and trending up, and Apple kept, every time it would dip, it would hold that VWAP and spike. I told everybody, okay, look, it's gonna do this for the first few hours, and then we're probably gonna consolidate. Just like SPY did, we're gonna consolidate during the middle of the day, and so don't get caught up in that chop. Then at the end of the day, we can try to get in on some dips and ride it up. So I got in on this dip and rode this up, and some people got in on this and could have rode this up. I know some did, some didn't, but I know some guys played Amazon, same thing. Same thing. Kind of spiked up a little bit, sold off, started putting in lower highs, and it was off to the races. You could have bought any of these dips, came down, held the 50 EMA, and spiked up. So it was just perfect, guys. I mean, this is whenever just having experience to be able to know how to trade these types of markets, and if you want to play those weeklies, you have to have that experience and just to be able, to realize, okay, if we're going to spike it, because sometimes you'll see SPY when it puts in big moves, it'll spike up like this on Amazon, but it'll just keep going and it'll spike like way up here, right? And then it'll just and then it'll just what'll happen is it'll just consolidate right here for the rest of the day and then make another move up, right? Whereas this was put in higher lows, giving you entries the whole day. Apple was giving you entries to get in on the lows the whole day. Because if you try to buy these breakouts with weekly options, you're going to get burned. You have to get them when no one else wants them. And if you don't know how to play these options, you're going to get burned. You got to scoop in on the lows, and you really have to know how to play these options and come in when the premiums, because whenever they start spiking up, the premium gets juiced up and they're way overpriced. You got to come in when the premiums totally, been drained out of them. Nobody wants them, beaten dog, and then you can, then you can get them in for the move up, right? So that's how we played everything today, guys. I just wanted to give y'all a cool example of what we're doing in the room today and how we played the market today, and we're able to use our option scanner to detect all this big money coming in and expect a big move today, since they were playing these 2-day expiration and stuff like that. So y'all have a good day. That's all I wanted to show y'all. If y'all want to learn how y'all too can play weekly options and trade the markets like this, y'all come check out Ramp Up Trading. Great room, you know, great group of guys. We have fun. We make money. We've been killing it. The last few weeks. I mean, we've been killing the market since it's been in this crash. We've pretty much predicted, you know, it to a T how every day's been acting, you know, and we just been killing it, guys. So y'all come check us out. Rampuptrading.com. You can let's see, you can, let me see what that, you can go to rampuptrading.com and see what all we have to offer. $67 a month, no better value. So come check us out, guys. All right, y'all, have a good day.